Good morning, guys. Tomato sauce in here. I have an incredible hardcore update for everybody today. You can see level 58, but as you can also see, my guild tabard is white. What that means is you see this Eye of the Emberseer quest that I have over here. It means that as I was making my coffee this morning, I jumped off a cliff in Ajara, and at level 58 and a half, the hardcore journey is officially over, and we're on Whitemane Classic era. So I actually jumped off a cliff this morning at about 5:15 a.m. And I'll be honest, as soon as I, you know, my little undead horse jumped off of my normal cliff jumping spot in Ajara, I had just started laughing to myself, and I said, "Well, boys." I didn't say, "Well, boys." I'm saying that to you guys. But I said, "Well, looks like this is it," because I knew that I instantly missed that jump. And I gotta say, I had such a blast on hardcore. Now, I have a bunch of friends that play Era on Whitemane on Horde, and I really want to play with them, and I want the opportunity to go up against Showbeck on a Rogue. So I have some gearing, to catch up on. Um, Luckily, I had been stacking items in my bank to sell on Era because this was the plan anyway at 60, to jump off a cliff and, come join my friends on Era. But we made it to 58 and a half. So sometimes plans don't always work out exactly as you want them. But here's what I will tell you, right? Even if you want to play hardcore just for the fun of it, and you eventually want to come to Era, it's the actual best way to farm gold in the game. So you level up in hardcore, you take two gathering professions. I took herbalism and alchemy, but you really don't need alchemy or engineering or anything in hardcore. Just take two gathering professions, stack high value mats on Era, and then whenever it's time to go, or you send it to a bank alt, kill that bank alt, send it to Era. Um, Farming mats on hardcore and selling them on Era is actually insane. Here's just an example: golden pearls on Skull Rock hardcore are going for 3 gold each. So Skull Rock Horde. On Era, they're going for 140 gold each on Whitemane. Arcanite bars takes me like 17 gold on Era to craft them. No, actually a little bit less, like 13 gold on Era or on 13 gold on hardcore to craft them. You can sell them on Era for 177 gold. So you don't have to, be a scumbag gold buyer. You can literally just have a farming character on hardcore. I'd even recommend probably like a hunter, right? Just an outdoor character that you can mine and pick flowers with. Send it to bank alts that you're gonna kill on hardcore. Transfer those guys to Era. Make sure their mailboxes are empty when you kill them. Otherwise, they're stuck there for like 30 days. Um, and there you go. Boom. That's how you gold farm, right? Because I've heard that Era is a little bit difficult to gold farm on. So, anyway, that was the hardcore journey. I had a blast. I'll give you guys the top 5 tips to stay alive in hardcore, right? This was my first hardcore character. I made it to 58 and a half. I'm not the greatest player at this game. So, the number one thing is honestly just assess the risk of your situation, right? Keep your head on a swivel. I'm not going to tell you not to go into caves because I think that's silly. I went into caves the whole way up with my rogue and I ended up dying jumping off a cliff. Watch fall damage, right? I had a rogue, so I was pretty lenient with fall damage. I never really thought I could die to anything but myself, essentially, and that's how it ended up happening, right? If it's your first character in hardcore and you've ever played a rogue, very good character to start on. A lot of tools between blind, vanish, 5-second gouge, 5.5-second gouge, blade flurry, adrenaline rush is huge, evasion, parry and riposte. I use them the entire way up. You actually rush to these talents. Yeah, so there's a lot of really good stuff that you can do on a rogue that, if it's your first hardcore character, you want to give it a try. Also, energy classes just feel better to level, right? So that's my opinion there. So that's it, guys. So what's next for the channel? I know I've been doing, random videos of the hardcore journey. I haven't really, been doing my usual guide thing, which I know a lot more of you engage with. We have ICC coming out in Wrath of the Lich King, so I'll probably put together, a protection warrior guide for ICC. What else? We have a new season coming in retail. I'll probably put out a Windwalker Monk guide for the new season when it's time for that. Maybe even an Arms Warrior one as well. I'll be honest, I haven't played retail in like 3 or 4 weeks. I've just been kind of playing hardcore and having fun with it. You guys know I'm pretty busy with the fam, so just, I guess, gaming in general hasn't been a super high priority outside of having fun with my little hardcore rogue. And what's next for hardcore, right? Do I go again? I guess. I will probably make another character on hardcore. I would like to, if I re-level up in hardcore, I'd like to kind of get involved with the end game. And there really was no end game on Skull Rock Horde. There's one guild. I was in that guild, but they weren't doing very much. Nice guys, just not doing very much. So, I mean, I think I would play on Alliance, Defias Pillager, and probably level a Warlock so that I could, really contribute to raid in a meaningful way. The Rogue was a fun initial experiment, but I think I'd rather play something that helps the entire raid out more. So that's it, guys. That's it. The hardcore journey was a lot of fun. We are back in Era on Whitemane. I'll be playing my rogue. Hopefully see Shobek in the open world after I get a little bit of gear going on. I should have a nice gold reserve to start. I only have 100 here, but I just listed literally a couple thousand gold worth of items from the hardcore server. So I was, again, I was stacking, just like, for example, right? Swift Thistle goes for like 15 silver on the hardcore server, maybe even less. And, it goes for 4 gold a pop here. So there's so many different things. You don't even have to level to 60 to farm on the hardcore server and then kill an alt and transfer the mats over here to Era. You can do it on, on some chill, on some lower level classes. That was the point of all that. So anyway, guys, thanks for tuning into the channel. I know the guides haven't been here in a while, but we'll start those back up since we have some new content coming out in both Wrath and Dragonflight. I'll throw some Era content together as I progress through Era, just to show you guys the journey of the Era Rogue. This was my first class in Vanilla WoW, and this was my first class in Classic WoW when it came back out. So I've always played a rogue in Classic. I did, dip into maging a little bit as well, but rogue has always been my favorite class in Classic. I never really got onto the warrior train in Classic. I guess little kid me really enjoyed going stealth and messing with people. And I think that's going to be a fun part about being on Era, is being back into the, like the PvP of this game. So that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning into the update. I'm glad a lot of you stuck around for the hardcore journey. You know, the sub count's still slowly going up, so I appreciate that. If you made it this far, you know, toss me a like, comment on, you know, anything you want to comment on, and subscribe for more content. So thank you so much, guys. Have a good day, have a good week, have a good month, and have a good year. Made us awesome. Out. Classic WoW era. Absolutely in. Take it easy.